What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this one, we have a good old-fashioned AMC update to bring all of you guys this evening. So what we're going to be covering in this video is a little bit of the technicals that we're seeing on AMC right now, because as you guys have heard in a couple of my previous videos, we were kind of at a turning point. Now, things have slightly changed. We could still go either way, though. But there's some things on the chart right now that you guys are definitely really going to enjoy headed into earnings. We're going to go over a little bit of what the short interest is looking like right now, a little bit of an earnings preview as well, and what we're expecting going into the end of this week. So let's get right into it here. And again, guys, if you do enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button, engage with this video so we can get this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys do want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys subscribe for more. Now, when we come over here, this is really what I want to start off with in this video here. So this is at the end of the last earnings call that we had for AMC. So thank you, operator. For all of you on the call today, thank you for joining us. The fourth quarter of 2021 was so encouraging for us. AMC is on a glide path to recovery with bold, exciting plans for 2022 in an improving environment around us. With that, don't hold our feet to the fire too much for Q1. So this was actually Q4 earnings from last year. But this statement right here is critically important to what we have going forward. With that, don't hold our feet to the fire too much for Q1, but boy, are you going to like Q2 through Q3 and Q4. We're expecting 2022 is going to be a very good year for our company. Thank you, one and all. This is what we like to call in the finance world guidance. We are about to get on Thursday after hours AMC's Q2 earnings report. So we're going to kind of have to wait and see what we're going to get. We can do another video on what we are speculating the pounce to be. But at the end of the day, I don't think that really helps anybody to really speculate on what the pounce is going to be. It's fun to pass around ideas. But again, until that day actually comes, we really don't have any idea what it's going to be yet. But taking a look at the AMC Ortex right here, kind of giving this a quick refresh so we can kind of get a better indication of what we're looking at here. So we have 19.52% estimated short interest, 10.09% average cost to borrow, max cost to borrow 13.33. The minimum cost to borrow is 8.6. Now, I want to bring you guys over to the chart here because we're seeing some very interesting things start to happen with AMC on this 4-hour time frame. Now, coming back over here, we have the blue line is the 13 EMA, the red line is the 48 EMA, the yellow line is the 200 EMA. Now, we've recently seen AMC cross down on the 4-hour time frame, come below the 200 EMA, and this is why we were saying that it was very possible that we were going to see some movement to the downside. But again, since AMC is kind of a little bit of a different stock and can really start to move out of nowhere, I did keep saying that it's very possible that this gets bought back up, especially going into earnings, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Now, we're hunting another cross up on this 4-hour time frame, which would give us a little bit of an indication of bullish momentum, and we would have resistance here at around 1612, and then all the way up here at 1838, and we also have this resistance level, I believe it's 1660, yeah, 1665 right here. So those are going to be the three levels to the upside that I want you guys to watch going into earnings. The other thing that I really want to get across to you guys is, yes, earnings is going to be an exciting day, but no matter what you think or anybody says about any given company that's out there, it could be AMC, it could be AMD, it could be Tesla, it could be Apple, anything, no matter what anybody says, earnings are a coin flip, and they should be treated as such. Be very careful if you are going to be holding any options through AMC's earnings. There is a lot of risk in doing that due to a concept called implied volatility crush. And what essentially that means is when you're leading up into earnings, you are going to see the overall market price in a larger expected move before that date or before that actual catalyst happens. After that catalyst, there's really no more need in the options market to price in such a large move, and the options premiums actually come down. So just be careful, guys. Again, I just wanted to put that word of caution out there for you. Now, taking a look at AMC on the daily here, we are seeing, again, it is starting to try and hunt this daily cross down here. We are seeing the 13 EMA kind of inflect, coming back to the upside. Again, another sign of some bullish momentum. We have RSI back above 50, hunting, trying to get above its moving average. The MACD is actually trying to flip back into the green, showing more bullish momentum as well. And we're just kind of waiting on the shaft trend cycle here on the daily daily to flip back up as well. So again, guys, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about this strategy with 1348, right now is the first of the month. It's the best time to get in. We are going to be unveiling Invictus, that new algorithm, coming to you guys over the next few weeks. We have over 55 private live streams every single month, a fully built out learning curriculum, the alerts, and Trader Joe, our algorithm that's actually out there right now, plus options data. Again, we offer a lot. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check out that link down below. Now, I also want to briefly touch on the options chain on AMC going into the end of this week as well, and a little bit of an extension on the earnings preview with some numbers. So when we come over to the options chain here, taking a look at what we're actually seeing in terms of calls in the money versus puts in the money, we are outweighed on the call side right now with about 22,791 calls in the money. Now, we have 6,277 puts in the money, but that doesn't really mean anything since we don't really have an overwhelming amount of calls in the money or an overwhelming amount of puts in the money. Again, in order to really see these market makers come out and delta hedge these contracts in a significant enough way to cause a gamma squeeze, we're going to need to see many more contracts in the money, either on the call side or the put side, because gamma squeezes can happen in either direction here. Now, I do want to kind of take a look at some of the numbers and some of the things that you guys should be looking for going into AMC's earnings on Thursday. Again, it's only Monday right now, but I want to give you guys a little bit of time to prepare for this potential catalyst. So, to get a better sense of where things stand at the moment for AMC, revenues reached 65% of pre-pandemic levels in Q1, the best first quarter in the last 2 years. Now, again, remember, Adam Aron said, don't really hold our feet to the fire for Q1. So we could expect some things to kind of turn around for Q2. We could see some really significant increase in the numbers. Compared to last year, revenue grew 5 times, while adjusted earnings before taxes, interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, EBITDA, grew by 80%, another very good sign to see. Moviegoer attendance has not returned to pre-pandemic levels yet, but remember, Adam Aron was kind of talking about in the previous earnings call that the actual revenue per customer is increasing. So people, when they do go to AMC per person, are spending a little bit more. Again, though, however, for Q2, the story should be quite different. Attendance numbers should come in well above last quarter's due to big box office hits, specifically Top Gun, as they mentioned here. And the actual box office slate going into the end of this year is looking pretty solid as well. So again, I think there is room to be optimistic going into AMC's earnings, but as I always like to say, be cautiously optimistic. Don't get your hopes up too much. If we are going to see a massive like MOAS or squeeze event, it's probably not going to be based on what the company's earnings are in one specific quarter. It's going to take some time to do this. We are going to stack up these solid earnings and hopefully continue that upward trajectory going into the end of this year and maybe the beginning of next year as well. So that is going to wrap up this update on AMC for you guys. If you did enjoy the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down in there and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who do want to learn. And again, guys, if you do want to see more videos like this, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. So I hope you guys are having a great evening, and I will see you guys in the next video.